Wasn't he the guy that got Mike D'Antoni fired, and he's going to reunite with D'Antoni?
Yeah, I've spoken to someone close to Mike, and he just wants to win a championship. Mike D'Antoni has never even been to the NBA Finals. He's willing to let bygones be bygones. Carmelo the same.
Even for a guy that got him fired?
Well, it came across because of insanity. It was like a once-in-a-lifetime situation where Jeremy was getting all the attention.
Yeah.
Carmelo didn't handle it well. It's peculiar, but they want to win it. And listen, Chris Paul and Harden love him, so D'Antoni wants to make his players happy.
The Phil Jackson tweet today, what did you make of that? Feet up, in the woods. You wrote about it. It was kind of interesting. Here it is.
Yeah, well, he's in Montana. He's got a lake house in Montana. And I think he's just trying to say, hey, I'm doing
getting
okay.
paid?
I'm getting a lot of money.
I'm getting a ton of money.
I'm looking at this beautiful scenery, and everything's good. But speaking to his confidants, it pains him that it was such a disaster. I mean, he's won all over the place, and this was his obviously his worst moment as an NBA guy.
Rajon Rondo, is a good chance of him coming here? I mean, there's not a lot of cap space left to spend.
Yeah, if Rajon wants a one-year deal, for $4 million, they can make it happen. The Knicks aren't crazy about him. They would like a mentor for Frank Ntilikina, their new point guard, 18 years old. Is Rondo the great mentor? He's had some issues, but right now the Knicks are very desperate, and they were desperate with Hardaway too. So, listen, they're trying to dig themselves out of a hole. Rondo could be good for 1 year. Rose is still on the table. But Rose wants money, and the Knicks don't have it right now.
Maybe you sign Rondo, catch lightning in a bottle, and Hardaway performs like he did last year. It might not be that bad.
Right. Part of the organization wouldn't mind being in the lottery again and get a top 3 pick. But if things work out, they could be a playoff team. The Eastern Conference has regressed this summer.
Mark Byrne of the New York Post. We appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Steve.
Thank you.
Fox 5 News, brought to you by Raymore and Flanagan, furnishing your style. Stay up for the Big Bang Theory, weeknights at 11 on Fox 5.
Hey, I thought you were choosing the flute.
Everyone's doing flute.
Buick now has an SUV for that.
Where's your brother?
Hey, Mom, it's a 2-watt.
Get 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,250 purchase allowance on all Envision Preferred and Enclave leather models when you finance through GM Financial. Hurry, offer ends July 10th.
Due to Amtrak's emergency track repair work starting on July 10th, LIRR commuters to Penn Station will experience regular delays. The MTA is making every effort to lessen their impact on your commute, adding more peak trains to our schedule, adding more cars to certain trains during peak travel, and discounting alternative routes that can be found at lirrsummerschedule.com. The MTA will do everything we can to keep you on schedule, so plan ahead and get there on time.
How's the pool? Introducing the QX60 from Infiniti. Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $409 a month. Visit your tri-state Infiniti retailer.
Fox Wednesday. Get ready for a masterclass in
butchery.
Cool.
That looks like a dog chew.
Come on!
An all-new Master Chef. Then the F Word with Gordon Ramsay is bringing the party with big celebrity guests.
Get the pan nice and hot.
This is so fun!
The F Word Live. It all starts Wednesday at 8 on Fox 5.
For nearly 20 years, they were the gold standard.
But the owners don't want that, Mike.
All of the 1,000 stations that do sports talk owe their birth to Mike and the Mad Dog.
Mike Francesa knew absolutely everything.
Who the hell would want you to have the ball if you can't make a free throw?
I was so ambitious and so driven.
I was screaming and yelling. I was picking on everybody.
Chris Russo. This guy's Donald Duck on steroids.
people from all...
All right, the Mike and the Mad Dog 30 for 30 will premiere this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. on ESPN. And with us now, the executive producer of the film, which I've watched twice. And let me tell you, it is outstanding. Executive producer Ted Shaker. And if the name sounds familiar, Ted's a longtime TV executive, was the executive producer of CBS Sports for a long time. Why did you want to take on this project?
I have a long history with Mike.
Yeah.
I hired Mike shortly after he graduated from St. John's to work on the NFL Today show at CBS. And he always struck me as one of the smartest people I know, like a, photographic memory. He had so many facts at the tip, of his tongue, always. So we put him with Jimmy the Greek, then Brent Musburger, then Jim Nance. And then we put him on the air. I also recognize how much these two guys and what they did, along with Jeff Samolian and the people at MS and CBS Radio, in creating a whole new genre of talk radio, which was sports talk. And Mike and the Mad Dog were the ones who really broke through, and now it's across the country.
They were more popular than the athletes they talked about a lot of times, without question. Why do you think it works so well?
That's a really good question. Part of it is because they're so different.
Right.
I mean, Mike, the cerebral, if you will, someone who is not the most outgoing, but always one of the smartest people in the room. And then you got Chris on the other side, highly emotional, wears his heart on his sleeve. They were different, and between them, they had this crazy chemistry.
Yeah.
And they were very honest. They would tell each other what they think. They'd tell the listeners what they think. They'd ask questions of whoever the guests were that were right in their face, stuff that
There's one scene with A-Rod I forgot about, which is pretty funny, and he was right next to him. But, they had a complicated relationship, to say the least.
To say the least.
I guess I didn't know it became that bad in 2000.
Right.
But how bad did it get, and where's the relationship now?
I think it got bad enough that Chris thought it was time to try something different. I remember having a conversation with him a few months before they broke up. It was at an event at a fair up in Connecticut. And we ran into each other. And I remember saying to him, Chris, what you two guys have is so special. It does not happen much. It'll be the only time it happens. So be careful. But they had enough, so they split.
I know. As fans of the show, people that enjoyed it, could
if your
see
life
that.
is no fun anymore, because of the relationship, then it's time to go.
From the outside, it just seemed like a perfect marriage, but it was a marriage. I don't think